All right, everybody. I'm standing here with Marjana
Yes.
and Chris.
Yes,
Right?
All
Did I
right.
get it right this time?
that's
You
correct.
did.
I've been, really trying to learn how to pronounce their names correctly. But anyway, they showed up at the campground yesterday. And did y'all enjoy the visit last night sitting around the campfire?
Yes, we did.
Very
Yeah.
much.
I think maybe they might have got to know us and our other friends a little bit too well.
Was okay, very good. Yeah.
It was okay.
Nice
We're looking
company.
forward to come again.
Man, you have a beautiful trailer here. When this pulled in, I was awestruck by it, when I saw it pulling in. And you've done a lot of fancy stuff to it. But let's start off right now, Chris.
Yeah.
Tell us the brand name of the trailer and the size of it and all that.
Okay, so this is Legend Premium Deluxe.
Okay, Legends Premium Deluxe.
And 19 feet long V-nose.
Okay, and that's to the tip of the V, 19
Yes.
feet to the 19 feet to the
19
tip
feet.
of the V.
And
Yes, sir.
dry weight before conversion on anything was 2,600 pounds.
2,600 pounds before you started your build.
Yeah.
So it's all aluminum.
All aluminum. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how wide is it?
8.
8 feet wide.
Yeah.
So rather than an 8.5, it's 8 feet wide. And do you know the ceiling height on the inside?
We ordered 6 inches higher, so it's 84.
84 inches.
Yeah,
Okay.
we made three modifications. We moved the door 6 inches to the left so we could fit shower
Okay.
in there, and we order extra bigger tires, 15-inch on the alu rims.
Okay.
And the third one, what we did, third modification,
No, we just
and
wanted.
6 inches higher. Yeah.
6
Yeah,
inches
that's what
higher,
we-
right. Yeah. And while we're still standing on this side, you can tell us how many solar panels you have on top.
I have 8 solar panels that I was able to fit, each 200 watts.
Okay.
That's a rich solar panels, 48 volts.
Okay. Okay. So 8 solar panels at 200 watts each. So you got a
1600.
potential of 1,600 watts.
Yeah,
of
the
solar.
best I could do on them, I got 1540. So
1540.
Yeah.
Wow, you got awful close, haven't
Yeah.
you? That's great. That is fantastic. Now, one thing we haven't mentioned, and you told me this yesterday when we were talking about it, after your build, which we're getting ready to look at it, and by the way, folks, you're in for a real treat on this one because it's just beautiful on the inside. But after your build, your final weight was?
After the build, final weight with water inside, because we travel full tank of fresh water, and all the food, ready for 3 months trip, and everything, 6,100 pounds.
6,100 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Mighty fine. Mighty fine. All right. And so if you don't mind, now let's do a walk around.
Okay.
Around the trailer, and you can show us all the little features that you've done everywhere like you did yesterday with me. Okay.
All right, so this is a regular, outlet that we put, USB C and A, and also, GFCI.
Uh-huh.
And all outlets I have in the trailer are on a dedicated breaker, so
All right. So each outlet has its own breaker on the
Yes.
inside?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
You're totally prepared, aren't you?
Yeah, I also use all wires. I use marine wires.
Oh, fantastic. I was
Yeah.
glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that.
This is we put for the table that you put.
When we boondock, yes,
Boondock.
we slide the table.
We slide the table, and we have a small table in a truck, and you can, eat here.
Awesome.
And we have also channel here for our awning,
Oh, yeah, I see
and we
that.
just pull the awning.
get that a little closer.
Inside we have 10 by 12 awning that we extend and put on a 3 posts.
Yeah.
The Camco posts that extend.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What else?
And you see camera on this side, so we have on each side we have cameras. There's a Reolink system, 4K cameras that do recording all the time.
Uh-huh.
They motion sensitive, so they can send you, the system can send you notifications via email. 2 up front have also night lights, so on a movement the light triggers on, and.
And they call his name Chris. Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, what's that?
No, I was just kidding that they call his name.
and
Oh, did I say Chris again?
yeah, Chris.
Oh, you are Chris?
Yeah, I'm Chris.
Okay, instead of Craig. Yeah, because yesterday we called him Craig all day long. I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
So that's basically, you know, once I had everything open, I said, let me put the system. System is not very expensive. I have this in home. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, we looked into getting the very same kind of cameras. I may have to ask you a few more questions about those
Yeah.
for our trailer.
This is, you know, I paid for everything $365,
Wow.
and everything you connect on network Cat5 cables.
Now that includes the recorder as well?
Yes,
Wow.
DVR.
And,
Yeah,
yeah, the DVR. And how many cameras do you have total?
4.
4.
Yeah.
So 4 cameras and the DVR, and
Yeah.
it was well under $400
Yeah.
for the whole thing.
Very good deal.
That sounds pretty good.
yeah, and you can connect up to 8 cameras to the DVR. So
Wow, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. And it's got motion sensors on it, so it
Motion
automatically
sensors.
kicks on
Yeah.
and sends you an email if
Col-
there's some activity going on.
color recording, and those 2 front and back have also, you know, night vision.
Okay. Wow. Fabulous.
Yeah.
All righty. All righty. What do we got around the corner? Or do you have some more you want to show me here?
Okay, we can go this way.
Okay,
That's,
yeah, let's
that's,
do that.
That's regular stuff. That's, you know, 30 pounds propane that
Yeah.
I installed. When we ordered the trailer, I wanted, you know, after your videos, I want to get, you know, extended tongue, but they didn't offer that. You couldn't get that option.
Yeah, that's
Although now, because probably many people wanted that, now they offer it.
Oh, now they offer it. Well, that particular, but that is the factory standard length right there on the tongue?
Yeah, that's the standard length, and I just welded this one so I could move jack, and I welded some support, you know, over here.
Okay.
under the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that still is still a better length coming out than on some of the standard cargo trailers that we have around here. So it's better than, you know, it's better than some of the standard ones I've seen. So yeah. All right. What else?
And what on this side, we have a vent on this side from the gray tank. I put, and this is the dump of the gray tank. I have a 1.5 inch pipe, and when we connect this, you know, I have some, you know, connector here.
Right.
Regular release like all the trailers pull. This one I did after Alaska trip because the Dempster Highway with the stones just hit my pipe so hard that at one point it just broke it.
Oh, so you built a shield around
I
that.
built a shield around.
All right,
you
let me
know,
get a better shot of that down
underneath.
here.
Yeah.
I might need help getting up here. Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. That was a fantastic idea right there. And this is where your waste tank is vented?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay.
This is we only have a gray, so no waste.
Right.
We
I
have,
got you.
Yeah, composting toilet.
Okay. All righty.
And here we have intake. This is intake and out for the AC.
Okay.
So I have inside AC mounted above the fridge, and it's using the Infinity fan duct that pulls hot air, so it circulates and cools that. Everything is built around the box. The steel, you know, thin sheet that I, you know, bought from Home Depot.
Okay.
And I bent it, you know, everything, you know, is isolated.
I understand. To separate the intake from the exhaust.
On one,
the
on
air
one side is an intake that's in a kitchen cabinet, and outtake is on the other side, it's in other cabinet with that fan.
Right. Right.
And those are the standard. This is the emergency exit window. So we put all the windows. I cut it, everything, and just welded support underneath and above. So weld those, you know, aluminum support. And I use the same technique that you use, the plywood like 3-4 inches above around the window. So when I cut it, you know, also use the same technique with the bolt inside that you suggested.
Yeah.
Worked perfectly.
Did that work perfect to get it
Oh,
centered? Oh,
yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
So easy.
It was
Glad
so
to hear
easy
that.
to do it. So for those, I use the boat hatch, you know, so I travel,
Yeah.
just close it, and I have a screen over there mounted against the box.
Yeah. Well, this is cool the way you've got that set up, and it's very impressive when you go inside too, folks, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get inside. How he's got the air conditioner set up on the inside. And you're using a 6,000 BTU.
Yeah, 6,000 BTU.
And you don't have any trouble staying
Nah,
cool
no.
with that. It's just a typical window unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$200.
$200.
Right. From Amazon.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, this is the regular setup. This is the for the shower, quick connect.
Uh-huh.
So you can connect to your system. That's a 30 amp that we set up. This is the 10 amp, the solar connection. So I use for the pump to transfer my.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like a 12. Is this 12 volts coming out? Is it a
This is 12 volts
12 volts? So
Yeah.
that's what you use
on a 10 amp fuse and wires.
Right, right. So you use a macerator pump when you're at a spot where there is no sewer.
Right.
And I'm assuming you have another tank that you pump that into to go dump.
I
dump it.
have two tanks in the trunk, the gray water tank and the fresh water. When I need a lot of fresh water when we do blocking, like or in Alaska.
Okay.
So I load fresh water also over there, and I have two pumps. I can use one for gray, the other for fresh, to transfer back to here fresh water.
Wow, wow.
And here is I mounted additional solar charge controller for external solar panels.
Right. So when you use ground-based panels, that's where you plug the ground-based
Yeah.
panels in, right?
I
there.
have Renogy 400 suitcase, works very well.
Okay.
Because my observation is when you park in the trees, even in a good weather, you get very, very little charging.
Correct.
Because they have to be even, uniform lighted. Even if you don't have a sun, you probably get a better charging than with sun in the trees.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
And this one I have additional connector for my Starlink. If I have a really bad connection, I can remove Starlink from the
So this is your Starlink,
Yeah.
external Starlink
from the
connection.
roof, and I have extended cable I can put somewhere around 75 feet, and I just switch cables on the Starlink.
So to clarify this, you've got a Starlink dish, semi-permanently mounted on the roof of the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
But when you're in a situation where you need to get a better shot at the northern sky, you're able to remove it from the roof of the
just two
trailer.
screws you do it. Takes
Uh-huh.
about 3 minutes
Right.
to remove it.
So you can get a more advantageous spot
Yeah.
on the ground to get a better view of the northern sky. Yeah, I've been doing my research. We're thinking about going Starlink ourselves.
Yeah, that's worth the money. I went for, I show you inside. I have mobile 5G router. Peplink that can operate on two cards. You can have AT&T and Verizon.
Right.
But it's expensive. And we had AT&T when we went to Alaska through Canada, and it's like for 100 gig you pay $110, and that 100 gig is eaten like in 10 days.
Yeah.
Especially my wife loads the podcast and everything.
He's complaining.
She does what?
She's on automatic load, all this,
Oh.
podcasts, once you get a connection.
Oh, she's got all kinds. She's sending out postcards.
Where's
digital
my
postcards?
bandwidth? Where it went?
So she's the one that uses up all the gigs of internet.
I'm guilty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so
On here on the bag, what do you have? I put those lights that are connected to the backup lights of the trailer.
yeah,
So when I back it up, they give you at night good vision. I have a three-way switch, so I actually can turn them off or them put on all the time. Here behind that,
yeah.
and UV sensor for my UV sensor for the Servo GX gives you temperature reading and everything. I have one inside, one outside.
Okay, okay.
So very, very convenient. I don't know. You want to see the garage first, or you want to
Sure.
go inside?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the
All
garage
right.
while we're back here.
So this is my system
Wow.
that I set up, all Victron with two charge controllers. This is a 24-volt battery system, 380 amp hours
Okay. 380 amp hours at 24 volts.
at 24 volts.
So that would be equal to 760
yeah.
at 12 volts.
And this is the BMS I connected with active balancer, 2 amp active balancer.
Okay.
Works well. And I built those, connectors because I just, didn't want to go with the Chinese very thick one. So I say, this is a big system, so let me just buy the some copper and drill them.
So you made your own connectors out of copper
Yeah.
for that.
And here
rather
you
than
have
use the ones that come with it.
progressive EMS system. And here the switches that I mentioned, this is for the backup light, they probably go now on, you see? Now you have them on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That turned the backup lights
Yeah.
on. Uh-huh.
And I have, this is for the water pump. I also have fridge fans on both fridge, because fridge is enclosed.
Yeah.
So what I did on both sides, I made like a computer fans. They are on a temperature sensor, so I can set up the temperature. If the temperature inside that enclosed space is too hot, those fans kick in and pull the air out.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
A fantastic idea.
Never use it now because we are when Alaska was cold
Yeah.
and here
Yeah.
it's cold. And here's inside the light. I can put, just have lighting space over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All righty. This
and
is
this is the real link recording.
Now that's your recorder sitting there on the shelf right there
Yeah.
for all your Real-Link system, all your cameras.
Right.
Yeah, fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Well, I like this is so neat and tidy, Chris. The way it's all set up here. This is just absolutely fabulous. You did a beautiful job back here on this.
I was looking, to make the build as light as possible. So everything like could go on aluminum angles, like the bed is on aluminum angles, and my wife's bed also on aluminum angles.
Yeah, fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
On both sides, the wires that go there. Right.
Yeah, they're in these right
Yeah.
here. All your wiring is in this, and I can see where you've got even raceways there behind
Right.
the cabinets up there, looking through that one excess hole right there. Yeah, absolutely fabulous the way you've got this done. You all did a wonderful job on this.
So this and this is the regular, the
An RV style.
RV style.
Uh-huh.
The only modification I did to this, because it says you can only have one side or the other side unless you use 50 amp and then it works on both. Since I'm using 30 and I need more, spaces for the breakers, I just welded them together with the aluminum and
Oh, did
connect
you?
them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I used the same thickness, and welded, polish and.
I
works
thought maybe you
perfect.
might have just ran a jumper from one bus to the other.
I just weld them with more space there.
Okay.
And works very good.
All right.
I
Fabulous.
use that, for description of my breakers. What is that? So I know.
So you know which one is which. yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I got to say, these windows, I really like these windows, and they all are on hinges, so
Yeah.
they will come out. I mean, they tilt out, which is really, really nice.
And for this, all my installation you see is done with Propex, Propex A. So it's like similar to Propex.
Yep.
Instead of just the bends, I use the plastic rings that you expand them, and then just connect. I use that in my house, in my vacation house before we sold it. It works really, really clean and well.
Yeah, if I ever build another one, that's the way I use standard Propex, which of course I had to use the pinch rings, and the standard fittings. But I just really like the way the other type of Propex works a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But at the time, I couldn't afford that tool. It was around $400 for that.
I bought
tool.
that recondition for like 145.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
works very well.
Works real okay.
Yeah,
Well,
3
that's
houses and this one here already.
good. Yeah. All righty. Mighty fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we ready to go inside?
Oh,
So here's my old switches right there for the trailer. You can put all the lights and outside light.
Yeah.
And my system, for the Victron with sensors, how much gray water, how much fresh water I have. Gray water is empty now, definitely, so it's a good indicator. And I put here a dimmer on those lights, so at night
Oh, wow.
when you want to
Yeah,
go.
do that again so they
Yeah.
can see how to...
Oh, now
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
all the way full.
Wow, fabulous. All right. We went ahead and turned the air off, folks, for a little bit, just so wireless mics don't have to work too hard. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is design. The whole trailer is a chief architect right here, an engineer. I was just the worker bee.
Marciana, you need to get up here and talk us through some of this.
Yeah.
She's nervous.
I was just
No,
fighting
I am
on every
not. No,
inch of
I'm not.
space.
Okay.
So we decided that we want 2 separate beds because of the night going to the bathroom.
Oh, I never
Yes.
do that.
And this is the twin residential size.
Okay.
We have a garage and we can
Yeah,
even access from if we need.
But you still have some storage that access
Yes.
through the front
Yeah.
here.
That's
now
the laundry.
yeah, yeah. But that's your
good.
garage that we were looking at
Yeah.
from the outside back behind.
And
before.
under this bed we have storage, pure storage space. So we can lift or we can access from the side if we want.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very
This is
On
gorgeous.
magnets done.
It is just gorgeous the
Yeah.
way you have that set up.
and this is just sofa.
Okay.
Just sofa.
Now,
with
where
the
is-
water tank.
Yeah, that was my next
This
question.
is the water
Yeah.
tank over there, and we have some small space here that I store some extra supplies, like backup supplies to stuff that we have, like a backup pump. You know, when we went to Alaska, I figured out, let me just have some backup pump, some backup valves,
Extra
you know,
pump.
extra stuff, just in case. And it was a good because in Alaska you cannot buy anything.
And of course, storage space.
Yeah, we love that
That's the real estate, the best.
Yeah, you've got
His
tons of
side,
it.
my side.
And here's that you know 5G router that I have. The Starlink also is connected to that. So
Now, what is that again?
this is the Peplink 5G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the router for the mobile.
The router.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I connected to the Starlink and Starlink, and from the router I have another hotspot over there at the end that you
Okay.
saw over there, an open shelf.
So you're able to connect the Starlink to this
Router.
which is with this router, but it also is that the same unit that also has the 3 different SD cards in it? Not SD cards,
Two.
but two of them.
Two SIM cards you can
Two
put
SIM
to
cards.
different vendors,
Right.
and also you can connect to external Wi-Fi like on a camp when you have.
Uh-huh.
And it will just select best selection, you know.
I see. So it makes it decides which is the best way to go.
So you
All
got
right.
it.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
And
Always.
here, if you move over there, I show you that setup that
Okay.
I have with
Yeah.
that
Over
Yeah.
here.
AC. So
I'm
this
gonna
is
sit
the
down.
out, right?
Okay.
And the whole unit is behind close here, and this is my, you know, remote for the fan. This is the highest speed, and it's really very, you know, I never needed to run more than 4 or 5.
So you have a fan.
Yeah.
Is it mounted inside the duct here?
Fan is right there, and this is the dark because
Oh, okay.
this gets hot.
Right. That's
So,
exhaust.
so I isolate it.
The air conditioner exhaust
Yeah.
duct right there that goes out, and you put a fan on it to facilitate
Yeah.
the exhaust. That's fabulous.
That's 6 inch, and it's hidden right here. If you unscrew this, you will have access to that mount to the box. You can replace that fan.
Okay.
And this is just raised a little bit because I have a tray underneath, so the water drops to the tray, which is slanted and connected with the pipe. If you can go see the pipe over there, see right there, and it drops that water
Oh, yeah, I
to,
see the pipe
to
back
my
there.
gray tank.
Yeah. And oh yeah, that's right. So that drops the excess condensation, the water that comes off
Right.
of the pan under your fridge, and goes to the gray tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it's dripping.
Fabulous. You just thought everything.
yeah.
You guys thought of everything. I'm going to mention this to all the viewers that when we stepped in here yesterday, and it got up to 80 degrees yesterday, it was very cool in here yesterday.
yeah.
And this is a 6,000 BT unit here, and it had no problem at all. And this, like I say, this thing's 19 feet by 8 feet wide, so it was doing just fine. Just fine. Yeah. All right.
And here, you know, in a cabinet, you can see that
Step behind you.
that you know that intake that goes to this side from outside.
Okay.
All the cabinets built very light. I built them all except the doors. The doors we got from the store,
Humanity.
no, when the contractors bring materials that's left and you can buy them, you know.
Oh, okay.
So we bought all the faces.
We bought like, you know, $3-5 doors, you know, all the faces.
Now tell us about your fridge here before we move on.
Oh, our fridge.
Residential fridge.
Perfect size.
Perfect size.
This is for the trip.
Home
we
Depot,
always
yeah. This is, we made a modification in Alaska because it just couldn't handle the salmon that was loaded. And on one of the curves, it just, you know, just fell off. So you could see over there, I make some extra stuff. And this, you know, on the handles on both sides, we have this strap that we just secure. And when we use it, we just put here.
Yeah.
And works, you know, now nothing can move it.
And for the lower part, if you don't want to open during the travel, just screw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. So, so you guys caught a whole bunch of salmon while you were up there in Alaska.
33.
How many?
33.
33. And you had it all crammed in the freezer
Here,
and the door wouldn't
and we
stay
have
open.
Another
or
freezer
stay
over
closed.
there, you know, from Amazon, the temporary one.
Just freezer.
Yeah.
Just freezer. No, the door was closed, but what happened was overweight. It was all weight here,
I see.
and I didn't have secure over there on a back. Just
Oh,
only
the
front.
fridge. The fridge rocked out.
And the fridge rocked down, and you see the sign here,
Oh, yeah.
and hit the shaft. And this
Oh,
is strong
man.
build, so nothing can move it.
Man,
Yeah,
bummer.
yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you got it all figured out now, so you don't have to
Oh,
worry
now
about that anymore.
nothing can move.
Yeah, there you go. And your butcher block top here, cabinet top is really nice, and that is real ceramic tile on that
It
wall.
is, yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife
Yes.
did that. I
Well,
just cut it and she did the whole thing.
this is coming from a tile setter. You did a beautiful job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. It looks gorgeous. It really does. And let's see, before we walk into the bathroom area, I do want to talk about this beautiful woodwork. And you guys did all this yourselves, right? And I love this. This is kind of a light whitewash you put on
Whitewash.
the whitewash on the ceiling. And that is that like a 1/4 inch or 5/16 thick
5/16, yeah.
5/16 thick
Yeah.
tongue and groove, and that's what we used on ours, and we got ours I think at Home Depot.
We got
Lowe's,
from
I think.
Lowe's.
No, Lowe's.
At Lowe's, yeah, they both carry it.
Yeah.
They do, but it's just beautiful. The fit and finish is awesome, out of this world. It's beautiful, and of course you've got these going throughout the perimeter of the trailer, these raceways here, and this is where you run most of your wiring.
Wires,
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. And which I like seeing that.
And here we have the gray tank over there.
On the first level, yeah.
It's underneath
Okay.
here.
And how big is it?
Gray tank is 35 and freshwater tank is 40.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, I was wondering where it actually was because we hadn't talked. I don't remember talking about that yesterday, but we could have. But I just didn't burn it into my head there. And it looks like this is your standard
On here
floor.
we have the connections for the hot water switch. I got lighted so I know it's
Oh
on or
yeah,
off.
so you'll know. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. And you use a Camplux
Yeah,
for that, right?
works very well. 4 gallon. Extremely happy with that.
Okay. And I was mentioning your flooring. This is the standard flooring.
This
that,
is the original,
yeah.
yes.
But you put a type of clear coat, or what did you put on that?
Commercial flooring lacquer, 3 coats or 4
Yes,
coats.
yeah.
Okay.
Three.
All
Yeah.
right.
This is the engineering with warranty from Legend for 30 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it really come out looking nice the way you put that glow on it like that. Now, tell me, on your walls, you have 1 inch thick foam board on the walls. Is that
1
right?
inch foam board,
Okay.
yeah.
But on up here, you've got 1 3/4.
That's
right,
correct.
up here.
Yeah, because we use the same technique that you did
Yeah.
across, the strips and then, shoot the nails to the strips.
Uh-huh.
On this, I want to do the same way, but unfortunately, the windows we like them very much. They maximum can go like 2 inch and a half.
Yeah.
So I figure out if I do the same way, I'll be too short.
Right.
I won't be able to
Exactly.
press them.
I understand. Yeah. All right. Can we take a look at the bathroom?
Yeah, please go. Yeah,
All right.
it's
I'll
like-
go ahead and just
yeah.
step in. And first, I want to point out before I even walk on in is you built your own composting
Yes.
toilet here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you used a urine diverter kit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, we don't need to open or anything. But you also told me that you routed the urine diverter part where it goes over to your gray tank.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So you don't have to worry about messing with another
No.
container and hiding somewhere to pour it out against a tree or something.
Everything is connected to that water over there, bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Bathroom sink also goes to the same pump,
Uh-huh.
that shower, and it pumps to the gray tank when
Yeah.
it's full.
So
So I
you-
use Sunny Flow Sunny Shower pump.
Say that again.
Sunny Flow Sunny Shower.
Okay.
And it's extremely happy with that. It's very strong unit, and it with 1.5-inch pipe, and it can, I think, pump to like 20 feet high.
Wow.
So it's a strong,
It's got a real powerful motor then. to do
powerful
that.
motor,
Yeah,
you
for
know.
Sure. For
And
sure.
it's a 120, So
Okay, so it's an AC. It uses an AC
yeah.
current on that. So when you still have to use your inverter when you're not
yeah,
plugged
because
in.
I use inverter all the time. It's on. I use that, fridge all the time.
Okay.
I have enough solar power that
Oh yeah.
keeps it running.
Oh, and you got a huge battery bank too. So
With
yeah.
with my Starlink running and my cameras running, Reolink and inventor, it pulls about 200 watts.
Wow, that's
So
not bad.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. And your shower.
That's a full size 30 by 30 shower,
Uh-huh.
and I'm 6'1", I can go there easily
Uh-huh.
and take a shower. And we use that on the sides. We build everything. I bought the base from I don't know some where we bought this from.
I don't remember.
Probably
No, I
Home
don't
Depot,
remember.
or I mean Lowe's and Home Depot carries them both. of them.
Yeah.
And you raised the pan 5 inches.
5 inches because
So-
this is what the pump required.
Right. Yeah.
And we use that on from Home Depot. That
FRP.
sheets FRP.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I really like, the way you trimmed this out, so nice and neat here. It's just beautiful the way you did that. I mean,
The walls are inch thick, so I said, first I start thinking about 2x4s, then 2x3s, and I said, "What, you crazy?" So I had to go like inch thick walls.
Yeah, yeah. Well, guys, this is just gorgeous. Everything about it is beautiful. I know Deb come over and looked at it a while ago because I told her, I said, you got to come take a look at this.
Yeah.
And she when she got back to our trailer, she said, wow, I just toured their trailer. That is just beautiful. You should be very proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And I just wanted to mention one thing in case anybody noticed your accent. They're going to say, was that a Southern accent or what? No, no, but you all came over to the States back in the mid 80s
Yeah, 1985.
from Poland.
Yeah.
And you worked in the IT business
yeah,
all this time.
not all this time.
Well-
My start was, driving yellow cab.
Oh yeah, in New York. I remember you telling us that.
and then trying other things, selling cars and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then my wife said, go back to college. And
Yeah.
kicked me out. And I went to college, finished computer science at Hunter College in Manhattan.
Fabulous.
Got my first job in the, city of New York, Board of Elections. And then continued education, going my master also in New York.
Oh wow.
And advanced, and was able to retire after 22 years of work.
That is fabulous,
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous. What about you? What did you do when you got here?
Raise kids,
How many?
two of them.
Oh, so you got 2 kids?
Yeah.
Boys, girls? What?
The older is girl and boy.
Okay.
Boy.
7 years
Fantastic.
difference between them.
Well, and then of course you all took a big trip to Alaska. We were
Alaska,
talking
yeah.
about that last night, and just
First
loved
trip.
hearing about your trip to Alaska and how long you were there for over 3 months or
3.5 months.
3.5
Yeah.
months in on trip, and you took this trailer.
This trailer, yeah.
Yeah, and
Virgin Trail. Our
First-
son
first
was
trip after
surprised.
conversion.
huh?
That was first trip after conversion.
Yeah.
Really, the very
Yes.
first trip after the conversion. Fabulous. Well, it looks like it did pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, sure enough.
We came
Well,
back.
We are so tickled that you all showed up here. It's a shame you can't hang around a little longer. I know you're going to be leaving in a couple of days.
Yeah, but even the
But you're going to
nights
more
are-
exciting places too, aren't you?
Oh, different places in Florida.
yeah, for sure. And this is the perfect time to be here.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And so you all live in Pennsylvania, if I remember,
Yes.
Right.
If that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here again, we are so tickled to death that you all were able to come here and see us, and we had a lot of fun sitting around the campfire last night and visiting, and I hope we didn't embarrass you too much. Well, you know, Ed, he kind of gets carried away, but that's another story. But I'm joking. I love Ed. He's really, really good. Well, they're all good friends. All of us are really, really good friends, and we really enjoy getting together and doing things together. So, and you're part of that family now too.
Thank
so
you.
there you go.
Thank you.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. I know everybody enjoyed this walkthrough here, and we wish you more happy travels.
Thank
And we're glad that you came here when you did back in 1985, and we hope you're enjoying living in the U.S. So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's our life.
well, fabulous. Glad to hear it. Anyway, we're going to sign off for now. This is Marciana.
Marzena.
Marjana. I'm sorry, Marjana. It's anyway, Marjana and Chris. We were calling him Craig yesterday, and I don't know why we did. And Bill with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And I hope you all know exactly what we're going to say. We're not camping.
We are living.
All right. Thank you so much.